All right, let's get right into it. There is a massive, and I mean massive, change coming to the US visa system that's sending shockwaves through the entire global tech industry. And it all boils down to one, honestly, almost unbelievable number.
$100,000. Nope, that's not a typo. And we're not talking about a down payment on a house. We're talking about the potential new fee for a single U.S. work visa. A number this huge has, of course, got everyone talking, and for very, very good reason.
So, what is going on here? How on earth did we get to a six-figure fee for a visa? Let's break down exactly what this new rule is, who it's actually going to affect, and when it's all supposed to go down.
Okay, first a super quick refresher. The visa right in the middle of all this is the H-1B. You've probably heard of it. It's basically the main way U.S. companies can temporarily hire foreign workers for very specific jobs. Think software engineers, doctors, scientists. For decades, it's been this absolutely critical pipeline for bringing global talent into the country. But here's the really crucial part. This gigantic fee isn't for everyone. The key thing to understand is that it only applies to new H-1B applications. So, let's say you're already in the U.S. on an H-1B and you just need to renew it. You're fine. This doesn't affect you. This is a policy aimed squarely at people trying to get in the door for the first time.
And look, this isn't happening tomorrow. Right now, we're in the announcement and discussion phase, which is exactly why there's so much debate flying around. But the clock is definitely ticking. The target date for this new fee to take effect is September 21st, 2025.
So you might be wondering, why is this U.S. policy change making such enormous headlines in one country in particular? That country is India. And the reason? Well, it's all in the numbers.
And here it is. Just look at this. A staggering 70%. That's more than 2/3 of all H-1B visas handed out every single year go to professionals from India. It's an absolutely dominant share. So you can see why, if you fundamentally change the rules of the H-1B game, you are going to disproportionately impact talent from India more than anywhere else in the world.
Naturally, a move this big creates a major debate, and there are two very, very different ways of looking at this. So let's dig into the official justification for the fee versus the really serious concerns it's kicking up.
Okay, so from the U.S. government's point of view, this whole thing is a reform. The stated goal is to crack down on what they call abuse of the system. The theory is that if you make the fee this high, companies will only sponsor the absolute best, the most highly skilled, highest paid workers out there. It's basically an attempt to reserve the visa for top-tier global talent.
But the reaction from India has been one of total alarm. The Indian government and the country's huge tech industry are arguing that this fee is going to be incredibly disruptive. We're not just talking about business operations in the US, but about the actual families and lives of the people involved.
So there you have it. That's the core conflict right there. On one side, the U.S. is framing this as a move to ensure quality and prevent the system from being misused. And on the other side, India sees it as this massive, punishing barrier that hurts business, stifles the tech sector, and really impacts people's lives.
Which, of course, brings us to the big question. With such a controversial policy on the horizon, and with both sides so far apart, what in the world happens next?
Well, right now, the most immediate result is just confusion, total confusion, for the thousands of talented professionals who dream of working in the U.S. and for all the companies that want to hire them. This announcement has just created this thick fog of uncertainty. How can you possibly make long-term plans with this hanging over your head? So, what should we all be watching for? I think it comes down to three key things. First, we need to see if we get any more clarifications from U.S. officials. Second, with stakes this high, you have to wonder about the potential for legal challenges. And third, you can absolutely bet that the tech industry is going to be lobbying like crazy to change or at least delay this rule.
And that leaves us with the one big question at the heart of this entire thing. Is this $100,000 fee a necessary reform to make the H-1B program better? Or is it a new, almost impossible barrier that's going to turn away the very global talent that the U.S. economy has relied on for decades? The answer to that is going to shape the future of skilled immigration for a long time to come.